All right, guys. Hey, guys. This is Coach Marcus Jones. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I want to welcome you to tonight's Green Organics Business Opportunity Overview. Will be about 25 minutes or so, where you're going to learn about this amazing opportunity on and how you can put yourself in a position to generate some income part-time. We do have a company that is launching soon. It's going to be a result of a merger between Goldizana and Heart by Naturals called Zilara. But the most of this discussion is going to be about Heart by Naturals, the larger of the two companies. And this is also a tool you can use to build your business. We're here every single Thursday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern at the One Team, One Dream Hangout.com website. A little bit about myself. You're probably wondering, who is this guy on the camera? I have been in network marketing for a number of years. I'm a former insurance claim professional. I worked in the insurance industry for a number of years. I was a claim adjuster, and I was the guy your attorneys told you not to talk to when you were involved in the car accident. And eventually, I moved up and entered into management roles. And I did that for 30 years, but almost 23 of those years I was in a leadership position. I'm a husband, I'm a father. I've also generated over seven figures in income with Heart by Naturals over the past 7 years since I joined in 2019. And Greener Gangs is our parent company. And we have two companies currently under one umbrella. We have Heart by Naturals, which is primarily supplements and superfoods. And then you have Godasana, which is the personal care products and essential oils. And the company has been existing since 2012 with Godasana first, and then Heart by Naturals launched in 2017. And like I said previously, very soon, these two companies, Godasana and Heart by Naturals, are going to merge into one company called Zilara. Okay, we have an amazing compensation plan, and we'll get into that a little later in this session. All right, let me ask you one question. When it comes to making money, do you keep your options open or are you closed-minded? Okay, or very closed-minded? And that's something for you to answer. But if you are someone who is open when it comes to earning additional income, you're in the perfect place. If you're not open to earning more income, but would like to work on getting healthier, you're still in the perfect place. So what I want you to do is that at any time, either during this presentation or at the end of it or at the end of the replay, if you're watching the recording, get back with whoever shared this information with you and tell them what you liked. Okay. And then find out how you can become a part of this amazing company. It's been fun. So I did some research, and there are three core money pressures that are impacting most families. Okay, we have the cost of living is outpacing income, and so what that means is even people making decent money feel broke, feel like they're living paycheck to paycheck because the game, right, got more expensive. I went to the store last week and I paid $70 for groceries, had three of the plastic shopping bags full of groceries. That wasn't a lot. Okay. We also know that there is a lack of savings, so people don't have a safety net. So a lot of households are simply one car repair, one medical bill, or one job hiccup away. Okay. And everything falls apart. For me, last September, my last employer of 17 years and 4 months eliminated my position on September 3rd, 2025. And I had the decision, do I start looking for another job in corporate America? Or do I decide to walk away from corporate America and retire early? So I decided, you know what? I'm done trading time for income. I'm not ever going to work another job again. So I retired early at the age of 57 last September. Okay. Another thing that's impacting people is the debt plus income pressure, right? There's that squeeze effect because debt is going up, but income isn't increasing. What that means is people aren't just behind, they feel like they can't catch up financially. Few questions people have when they're introduced to this type of business or this type of opportunity. They want to know, what is it? They want to know, will it solve my problems? They also want to know, can I do it? And they want to know, will it be worth my time? So we hope to answer each of those questions during this discussion. Because this is an income opportunity overview, we never guarantee people are going to make any money. our income disclosure. It's simple. I work hard. I don't know if you will work hard. So you might join us and not earn any money. Okay. If you want to read the full income disclosure, you can go to hbnaturals.com and the full income disclosure is on the website. And because we have some awesome products that are focused on solving health issues, we believe in doing plants and not pills. Our medical disclaimer is simple. Your health is your responsibility, and informed choices start with education. The content in this presentation is not medical advice and has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, and our products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And always consult your healthcare provider for medical guidance before using any supplements or even starting any exercise program. That's from my personal trainer background. I do have my personal trainer certification also. So check this out. Most people do network marketing every day, but don't get paid for it because we share things we like and trust with people we know. Just think about the last time, or the most recent time you have shared something you liked with people you know. There's a movie that came out a couple weeks ago, the Michael Jackson movie, and people have gone to see it and they like it and they've been telling other people about it, especially on social media, but not getting paid to share that. We simply show people how to get paid to do something they already know how to do. Okay, so it's not difficult. But what we found out over the years is most people want three things in life. People want good health, right? Nobody wants to get sick and die early, right? People want more income. I think people want to have more income as opposed to less income, especially when it comes to filling up your gas tank. How much have you feel? I've asked this before. How much did you pay to fill up your gas tank the last time you filled up? I know for me it was what 3 weeks ago. I paid $108 and 84 cents. Right. So more income definitely absorbed that below. Okay. And people want time freedom, right? It's getting old where you are trading your most valuable resource, which is your time, for a paycheck, right? People don't want to keep doing that for 45 or 50 years of their lives. Okay, and we show people how to have good health, how to boost their income if that's what they want to do, and also get their time back if that's their goal. This is our social proof slide, so we don't make income claims, as I said previously, but we have people from all around the world doing this business part-time. Some people are making income and just to supplement their current income and paying off bills and putting kids through college. And some people have actually replaced their income, which doesn't happen all the time, but it's possible. So we like to not hype things up, and we believe that documentation, right, beats conversation anytime. So this is what we call our social proof slide, and this is the only business model called network marketing where you can have a large income, you can improve your health, you can help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun. So to me, it just makes fun. I mean, it just makes sense to do this. Now, there are different business models. Okay, network marketing fits within the business model that moves products, goods, and services. You have traditional retail businesses, those brick and mortar businesses. You have e-commerce. You have direct to consumer, affiliate marketing, direct sales. That's not network marketing. You have social selling, wholesale distribution, manufacturing, and private label or white label, which a lot of companies do that. A lot of the vitamin manufacturers or companies in this space who don't manufacture their own products, they go to a manufacturer and tell them what they want, and that manufacturer may work for 1,000 other companies making the exact same product, but just changing the name and putting a different label on it. That's white label. You have subscription model, we have franchise model, we have service-based businesses, we have digital products, drop shipping, and service as a software as a service. And then you have what's called network marketing, which I think is the greatest business model on the planet because it's fair. You don't need a degree. It doesn't matter what your ethnicity is. It doesn't matter if you're tall, if you're short. You don't have to run fast and jump high and be able to catch and hit a ball, right? You can do very well with this profession. So few more questions. Are you okay with continuing to have age take its toll on you, right? Many people I know personally, they're not aging well, right? They're aging elderly, okay? and not wealthy. I went to the store last week and the checkout clerk, we were talking and she saw my shirt that said retire early and she had no idea how old I was. And she was like, "Well, you want to rub it in because you retire early?" Because I go to the store like 3 or 4 days a week. Okay. And we were talking, and I'm like, "I'm not as old as you think I am. And I won't be able to start collecting retirement income for a number of years." She says, "Well, how old are you? For 42?" And I said, "No, I'm 57. I'll be 58 this year." Right. So, but many people are aging not so well. So age is taking toll on them. Are you okay with working a job you don't no longer have patience for? Are you okay with working 45 or 50 years the way the prior generations have done, or maybe even your parents or grandparents have done and are doing? And are you okay with not having enough extra money to fund your retirement? Just questions for you to think about tonight. So you may be skeptical. You've heard about the business. You saw the slide with people having decent part-time income from all around the world. You probably be skeptical, thinking, you know what, this sounds too good to be true. When I got involved in this profession years ago, I was in corporate America in a leadership position. Every time I received a promotion, I received a raise. And those raises put me in higher tax brackets, and I kept owing money to the IRS every year. So I got started because I wanted to legally reduce my taxes. I'm not a tax professional, but I learned that having a home-based business would put me in a position to where I can write off things I was already using, my internet, my vacations, just different stuff. And I wasn't sure about the money side because I heard, you have to be I thought you had to be someone that joined the company very early, or you had to get some type of special position, right? Get placed at the top of the company. Well, I started going to meetings in Texas where I was living, and I met people like me, and they were working professionals, and some of these people joined around the same time I did, but they were making more money in a week or a month than I made in a whole year. That is when I was no longer skeptical about the income side of the opportunity. And I wanted to learn how to do it. And eventually it happened for me. Now, another question. I like asking quick questions just to get people to think about their current situation. Do you want to risk your financial future by having all of your income from one place, which is for most people, it's a job? What will happen if your job just went away tomorrow? Just think about that. So here's our vision. We have a simple, broad vision. We're here to bring the power of plants, emotional, mental, and physical wellness to the people of the world. We also want to facilitate financial independence and personal growth worldwide. Our mission is to capture 1% of the ever-growing $7.3 trillion health and wellness industry. And our motto is dream, fight, win. You must have a dream you're willing to fight for. And as long as you don't give up and quit, you will come out with the win. Now, if you are on this Zoom or watching the replay, here are some traits we're looking for. You need to be someone who cares about your health. You also need to value products like this. You also need to believe that leveraged income is better than linear income. Linear income is where you trade your time for that paycheck. Okay, many people believe it's smarter to work more hours, work overtime, work an extra day in a week just to get paid more money. Well, I like leverage. Okay, I like doing what my employer was doing to me and employees I managed, right? Using leverage to have us accomplish the goals and mission of the company. Okay, but our leverage here is you build a network and everyone's contributing to it, and you can watch your income grow from leverage. So you can be sleeping, getting paid. You can be at the gym. I go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. There are many times where I've gotten paid while I'm doing my bench press. It's a great feeling. So we have what's called an online income generating system. We do have a system in place that kind of puts you in position to make it simpler to generate income. The system means save you some time, energy, and money. Okay. And if you can buy a product, use a product, and share products, that's part of our system. And most people do that anyway. Now, we have hundreds of whole plant, personal care, and wellness products. There's two companies right now, Hard by Naturals. Like I said earlier, is our supplements and superfoods division. And Golden Sana is primarily personal care. There are essential oils, there are soap bars, hair serum, skincare serum, tooth powder. There's deodorant, right? There's black seed oil. There's essential oil nasal inhalers. And then there's a digital program called the Feel Good, Be Good, Do Good subscription. That's electronic. So lots of products you'll be able to choose from. What's great about this company is the fact that once you create your account, you get free websites. You get the back office. And when you share your website with people and they go and make a purchase, the company is going to ship the products to your customers for you. So they'll act as your drop shipper, similar to, being having an FBA account for fulfilled by Amazon account where you send your products to Amazon, and when someone buys it, Amazon ships it. Well, this company, you don't have to buy any inventory. You never have to touch it. Don't have to keep any inventory in your house unless you want to do some awesome in-person sales. But you get websites, someone goes to the website, the people buy it, and they ship it directly to your customer for you. And then the good thing that happens is this: you're paid a commission in real time. Unlike your job, okay, or maybe unlike Social Security, where it pays you what, once a month. Unlike a job where you work 8 hours, okay, you go to work, you go to work, you go to work, you go to work, and then you get paid at the end of the week. Probably you work 10 days and then get that check, right? Here, someone goes to your website, every time a purchase is made on your website, you get paid in real time. That is what I really like, right? We have real time bills. It makes sense to have real time pay. Now, we know that most people are pre-sold on the opportunity because nearly everybody I meet wants more income, especially now with gas prices increasing because of what's happening with the conflict in the Middle East. Food costs are going up. Housing is like through the roof. Okay. And the big truth that people miss is, they have an income structure problem. It's not how much money they're spending, not just inflation. Their structure, the way income is coming in is broken. Okay. And the top three concerns, like I said earlier, are the rising cost of living, affordability crisis, lack of savings, right? No financial cushion, no emergency fund saved up, and debt plus unstable or insufficient income. That is why people are open to earning more income. It's great. Now, this is how it works. The company pays several ways. There's cash back, there's daily pay, there's weekly pay, there's also monthly pay, which is awesome. Now, this is how the pay plan works with HPM. I'm not talking about GoToSign tonight. If you guys want to learn more about GoToSign, get with the person that shared this information with you, and they can help get those questions answered. But HBN has lots of ways we're getting paid here. There's the cash back up to 30%, depending on the type of purchase you make. There's also the customer sales bonus. That's up to 30% right now. With Zalara, it's going to be a flat 30%, which is awesome. And there's also matching customer sales bonuses you can earn from your team by utilizing leverage. There's binary income, plus any overrides for binary matches. There's a star matrix bonus, which is probably the secret sauce to the HBN pay plan, is the star matrix bonus. We have lifestyle bonuses that pay every week. We have the leaderboard bonuses, and then we have the power three bonuses for new qualifying orders, right? And what's great about this pay plan is there are several components that are not capped, and there's no limits, right? Unlike like your job has a limit on how much you can earn, because guess what? You can only work so many hours in a day or week or a month or a year, and your employer is only going to pay you so much per hour, so much for overtime. Well, here is uncapped, which is great. Now, when I found out about these products, most people are already pre-sold on the products. And the reason why is because nearly every person I've met, they say they want to be healthy and live long, right? Nobody wants to die early. My mom was 52 years old when she died in 1997, right? She had just turned 52 and she died 2 weeks later, got from cancer. So, and my biological dad died at 51. So I've outlived both my parents. But did you know this was just on the Detox Divas call just before this one? There's a nutrient deficiency. This call tonight was about vitamin B, the B vitamins, right? But overall, the soil our food is grown in is so depleted. So even if you eat the recommended daily allowances of fruits and vegetables grown in this soil, you're not getting all the necessary and essential vitamins and minerals. And what happens is, okay, your body, when it's nutrient deficient, you're going to have less energy, lower mood, weaker immune system. You're going to age faster. You're going to look older than your age. Okay. And you also going to open yourself up to higher disease risk because if you're deficient in just one vitamin and mineral, right, one of the essential ones, that just opens the door for that for disease to kick in. And we don't want that. Okay. Now, what's great about what HBN does is the fact that the company sources all the ingredients directly from the supplier. Okay. So there's no middleman going and negotiating for us. Our CEO, Paula, has relationships in Alexander Brighton, our formulator, and gets the ingredients directly from the suppliers. And we don't white label anything. Everything is manufactured in-house. Once the ingredients come into the warehouse in Cincinnati, they are third party tested for quality and purity, just to make sure they are up to our standards, which are very high. And then, okay, once they are tested and pass the test, they are manufactured in the company's FDA certified manufacturing facility, which is awesome. So that's how it works. Amazing stuff. And we actually have right now, we have five products, just five of them that meet all 90 of the essential daily vitamin and mineral requirements. So if you guys want to know what those five products are, get with the person that shared this information with you. They can tell you which five products you want to have to meet those 90 daily vitamin and mineral uh, essentials. Okay. And we're going to have one product launching with the Zalar called Cocoa Blue. That was going to give you a lot of those B vitamins, which is great. So well, we're about to wrap this up. Does it make sense for you to do this business? Okay. You don't have to take advantage of the business, but you might be thinking, if I'm joining this business, how risky is it to depend on my boss for a huge pay raise, right? So I can make ends meet. How risky is that? So ask yourself this question before, or even after even after I conclude this: what will happen if I don't take action now? Okay, time is ticking, right? Nobody is living until they are 1,000 years. Matter of fact, most people are making it to 100, but many people live their lives as if they have 1,000 years to live, and we don't, right? So that's this question for you to answer. So here's what comes with your membership. Okay, you have multiple ways to earn. You have access to buying, using, and recommending world-class products. These products are products I would have referred to my mom if she was alive. I have an aunt in Pittsburgh, Aunt Kathleen. She's 92. These are products I would give them my aunt to use. That's how much I believe in them. Right. You also have access to a global business. We're worldwide. You will receive your own personal online store. No inventory, no shipping. Company takes care of all that. Lead capture pages, email tools, automated systems. There's lots of training, and there's a simple duplication blueprint. Okay, and you have a supportive community, and so much more. I did the math. So the math, as far as the value, is value over $60,000 for as little as what, $10 you can join. This is such a great return on investment, right? It's amazing. It's a no-brainer. Now, are you an A, B, or a C? An A, is someone where what you heard tonight or saw on these slides, it makes sense. You're ready to get started. Or you're a B. You have some questions like I did when I joined in 2019. I got started anyway, and I got my questions answered later. Okay. Or you may be a C. You're not interested in earning any additional income because you are independently wealthy. You are set. However, you want to use these products because you do not want to age elderly. You want to age wealthily. So if you are an A, a B, or a C, what I want you to do is get with the person that shared the information with you or invite you here live tonight. Tell them what you liked about the information first, and then also tell them if you are an a B, or C. Okay. So coming soon. This is our third company under Green Organics called Zilar. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a merge happening very soon where Hard Naturals and Golden Sana are merging into one company, Zilar. So it's going to make a much easier customer experience where they can have access to the HBN products and the Golden Sana products on one website. The company is also launching a product called Cocoa Blue, which is for energy, immune system, cell function. It supports the cells. It's going to be amazing. It's going to sell out. Now, you're going to have three wellness ranges from our Cincinnati, Ohio facility, over 15 years of formulation experience. Cocoa Blue, right? That's going to be the whole plant flagship. You have Goldasana essential oils, and you have access to HBN supplements. So these are all clean source ingredients, clean label formulations, no unnecessary filler. So we don't add anything to the formulations and nothing is taken out of them. These are real ingredients, and your body recognizes the whole plant. That's what you get with these products. Okay, not a part of the plant like a vitamin C pill. You get the whole plant that produces vitamin C, just for example. So that's why your body recognizes it. All right. So this is coming soon. So stay tuned. If you guys have questions about the Zalara launch, get with whoever invites you here tonight. When they can put you on their VIP list. We have a VIP list. So this is what the pay plan is going to look like. We call it the Safe Pay Plan. Pay plan is built for everyone, right? There are four principles, six streams of income, one pay plan that begins with your first customer and grows with every customer afterwards. So it's straightforward, it's attainable, it's fair, and it's enduring. And this pay plan is going to work like this: six streams of income, each tied to real product sales and calculated transparently. You'll know how the money works. These streams reward direct selling, customer growth, partner development. We're partners, okay, and long-term work of building a sustained customer base. Each is documented in full in our pay plan discussions. We talked about that last night. This is amazing. This is amazing. So, folks, I'm done talking. It's been 27 minutes. If you are a guest, okay, and you're someone who's looking for a way to, generate some additional income, not saying you're going to get rich, but you want to, pay off a credit card or, make enough to pay a car payment or whatever, or save for retirement or an emergency fund, this is it. So what I like to do is get back with whoever invited you here tonight, tell them what you liked about the information, and also find out how you can become a partner of this amazing company. And what I want to tell you is once you partner with us, folks, you will be in business for yourself, but never ever by yourself. So that being said, hey, I want to welcome you in advance to the soon to be Zilara family, but for now we'll say Green Organics family. So you guys get back with whoever shared this information with you. Tell them what you liked. Let them know if you are an A, a B, or C. And I want to welcome you to the Green Organics family. You guys have a good night, and I'll see you next week. Bye.